yes, I am going to say something. But guess what? Pray for me. My spirit is telling me to start a podcast. However, the podcast that I am wanting to create and start is specifically for survivors. So I want you to chime in with me. Let me know what resources is being available to you in the state that you are in. For example, I am here in Las Vegas. They're sending everybody to the Vegas Resiliency Center. So if you are a survivor, hit me up on the email Lishey, Lishey Johnson at gmail.com. Let me know what resources you have available to you as a survivor. It doesn't mean survivors just here in Las Vegas, survivors from Thousand Oaks, California, the churches, the synagogue, Parkland School. Um, so it's weighing really heavy on my spirit to podcast. So I'm playing around with it. I'm thinking every Sunday to kick off our week at about 7 p.m. So I do have an outline of things that I do want to talk about, but I'm just bringing it to you for those of you that are following me. I want you to know that I am going to start a podcast. So let me find out if anybody's here. Okay, let's see. I'm going to just start with hello. Uh-oh. Don't seem like I can type this afternoon. So my day today, it consists of going to therapy today. So that was about 9 to 11 o'clock. And one thing about the podcast, so you won't be able to see me making all these. You can see exactly my expressions, how I'm feeling, if I believe something or don't believe something. That's the difference between podcasts. You won't be able to see me, but you'll be able to hear me. With YouTube, you'll be able to see me and hear me. So if you have been following me, you know I can get a little crazy at times. I'm going to try not to do a lot of rumbling and keep the episode a good half an hour and really try to give you some nuggets. I mean, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then maybe, depending on where you are, I may have a little dessert for you, right? So today, I want to let you know that I had therapy. So, seeing a psychiatrist, that went great. Then I went to physical therapy. So, what's happening with survivors? I'm wore the heck out. I don't know about any other survivors that have undergone surgery from the October 1 Las Vegas massive shooting, but Monday through Friday, I am actually seeing a psychiatrist. So now we don't talk all the time. There's different type of treatments that I am receiving. So I don't want you to feel as though I'm there and I'm crying for a whole hour and I'm just pouring my whole life out. There's this thing that's called biofeed. So you can Google that bio feed, and there's a couple of electronics that units that they stick on my fingers here, stick on my fingers on both sides. Then I lay back into the chair and I'm listening to like ocean music, if you will, with seals in the background, and it's supposed to calm me down, teach me ways of relaxing. When I'm triggered, I'm supposed to go to that space. Okay, so that's what I'm going through right now. So it's a biofeed treatment, then also the brain solution. The brain solution is located here in Las Vegas. Now, with the brain solution, basically, they come to my home in the morning. I'm listening, I have the headsets on and I'm listening to like Mozart type music. But believe it or not, I fall asleep every time, so I hope it's working. But um, I've had 14 of those sessions thus far. And with those sessions, I have found myself being able to sleep. You may think that I'm a little hype right now, but I've always been hyper. I am used to working 12 to 14 hours, doing 10 hours on one job, then turn around and do another 5 hours at another job. So my energy level is extremely high. So I am able to handle the psychological part in the morning and then handle the physical therapy in the evening. What I want to talk about today is video number 80. I told you about finally the Vegas Resilience Center had some funding and they were going to be releasing the funding to survivors. So that was on Thursday. So today is Wednesday, 6 days later, not counting Saturday and Sunday. So there'll be Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So this is 5 business days. I have not received anything in the mail. What I received was an email saying the director would like a copy of my bank or pay stubs to verify income. So I'm like, verify income. Is this government funding? I don't think so. I think a lot of these funds that have been donated to Vegas Resilience Center is donated funds by different types of organizations that are stepping up and putting their mouth money to where their mouth is. Basically, this is to me what Vegas Strong is all about. So I mentioned to you that you'll get this one piece of paper. Right here in the corner, it says, help is here for you and those you love. Help is here for you and those you love. Vegas Strong Resilience Center. So basically, simple application. Remember, I told you name, address, city, state, email, and your telephone number. Then when you drop down, it says, I am requesting financial assistance for one of the above. So one of the above is utility bills, groceries, a bus pass or other transportation expenses, your rent, or moving expenses or other. So again, utility bills, grocery bills, bus pass, or other transportation. I guess basically if you need a car registration or what have you, rent, moving expenses, and then other. That's all the application consists of. Now, at the very, very bottom of the application, it says, see, with my podcast and upcoming YouTubes, I'm going to learn how to keep my eye on this camera when I'm talking to you so you can see me. I'm getting better. But let me tell you something. If you're working on something, just start. Just start. Don't try to be the perfect person. I know that I could be very analytical at times and dramatic at times, but you have to start. If you try to say it has to be a product when I'm coming out there, sometimes you may not start because it could be lack of funding, a lack of discipline, or lack of reinsurance for yourself, not feeling, just comfortable about doing it. So I'm going to jump into the podcast. I don't care what you think about me. My spirit is telling me to drop the information down for survivors. So when you're doing something out of the goodness of your heart and you feel good about it, you really don't care what other people say. You move forward on that vision or that dream that you may have, and you can learn as you go and critique as you go. So I'm going to be looking at this video, number 81, about a year from now, after I'm already up and running on my podcast, and just pat myself on the back for getting started. Now, at the very bottom of the application, guess what it says? By signing this, I declare the following statement is to be true. I have read and understand the Vegas Strong Resilience Center Financial Assistance Disbursement Policy. I understand that the policy can be found online if need to refer to it in the future. Vegas Strong .org hashtag financial assistance. Then it says, I am a survivor of the October 1 tragedy in Las Vegas at the Route 91 Harvest Festival 2017. This is just a generated WordPress form. I would have indicated somewhere on here if you had a victims of crime number. So if you had the victims of crime number, you already in the system. You would have already been receiving some type of therapy, number one, or lost wages. It's for $500 that you can receive up to four times, basically two times a year. So every 6 months, you can reapply up to four times. So that's $2,000. Let me tell you, every bill I have in my house right now is a red damn note. Red note, everyone. Gas bill, electric bill, cell phone, cable. Every single one is a freaking red note. And it's 5 days later, and I have not heard anything. What I did get was the director would like a copy of your bank statement and pay stubs or whatever. Really? For $500. For real. Well, you know me, I sent it within the hour. If this is what you want, I'm going to provide it for you because I really want to know how long does it take? Because this program, you would have had numerous amount of meetings of how the procedure was going to be, chain of command, chain of command, chain of command. You're sitting in an office all day before you roll out a program, you have the plan. You know, a plan don't fail when you plan. A plan fail when you don't plan. So I know there's thousands of people, but here we go. There's only 4,000 that have a case. So it wasn't 22,000 people at Route 91 on that Sunday. It was 22,000 maybe overall on a Friday and a Saturday. But this particular night, maybe 10 to 12,000 people were there on a Sunday. 58 was killed. Okay, that left 55 children under the age of 21. Over 400 was injured, and over 4,000 claims have been brought up. So we can't talk about the claims because I can't speak for anybody. I'm always going to tell you about what I have received, what I am going through, so that hopefully it will save you a headache. So remember, I told you when I went to the Vegas Resilience Center, I received a bag of chips and a bottle of water, and I was next to humiliated. So I'm waiting to see how much of the center has improved, especially now that they have some kind of funding. What is going to be the actual turnaround? Even though it's been 20 months later, you would have already either lost your car meaning repossessed, or you've had something wrong with your car and you would have had to borrow some money if you're unable to work to get your car up and running. You would have had to move, or you would have had to downsize, or either you have gone through a divorce or your kids is acting crazy. All that stuff would have been taking place within this 20-month period of time. And they even had a box down here. Did I say moving expenses? Oh, moving assistance. How about that? I don't know how much $500 going to do will help you move. That may help you get an application fee here in Las Vegas. It may help you with the deposit to get your utilities turned on. But $500 certainly is not going to be no deposit on no place here in Las Vegas. Vegas have really rent wise, housing has really increased. You know, we have with the Raiders here, the stadium here, people are going up on their rent and trying to now get the bang for their buck bang. But anyway, I just wanted to come live, bring you an update that is 5 days. I'm still waiting. I have submitted every red note that's in my house. I have filled out the form correctly, and I have submitted the documentation. On this piece of paper, there could have been a box saying, if you have any income, please attach it. That would have saved some people some time. Attach a copy of all your utility bills. That would have saved some people some time. But on the other document, it does say that you're going to need a copy of it. It does not say submit your bank statements and your income. So I'm like, if you're back to work, you're making money, is there an income range that you need to fall in to get 20 to get $500? Because that will not be fair. Because you already messed up from 20 months ago. So you've gone back to work, you're playing catch up, catch up, catch up. Why should it really matter what your income is if you are a survivor? The question at the bottom says, I am a survivor of October 1 tragedy in Las Vegas at the Route 91 Harvest Festival in 2017. I have this funny feeling that the people that put on Route 91, this is their money, that they put up some money to help. This, I have this strong feeling in my heart that this is where this money came from, because we know Vegas Resiliency Center didn't have anything. I have a strong feeling that that's them behind that, and they don't want anybody to know. They want to remain anonymous. But amen. Thank you, because I could show use the $500. Anyway, when I get it or when I get a letter, I will let you know, because as of today, I'm not working. I'm still going to therapy and still going to counseling, and it is 20 months later. By the grace, that's all I'm going to tell you, is by the grace, I'm still here. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. And look out for the podcast. The podcast is, guess what? Why not me? Lee Shey Johnson. Why not you? So stay tuned for the podcast. Why not me? Lee Shey Johnson. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great day.